What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy 8bit79, and in this one I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about Otherworld Battle.
That's all there is to that.
Hold on. It's coming. You got your belt fastened?
They do have a lot of characters that are debuffed this week, and a lot of them are the main characters for a lot of the battlefield buffs this week, which is pretty weird. You also have 70% pierce reduction in effect for everyone. So kind of leveling the playing field, which I kind of like actually.
Hey guys, why the long faces?
But you also have the symbiote power up going on, but so their attack is increased by 250%. However, the strongest symbiotes in Carnage and Silver Surfer are on the debuff list, and similarly a lot of villains are on that debuff list as well. So you see the team that's been rocking out on your screen for the last few minutes is actually really good for just such an occasion. You can also swap out Sabretooth with several other mutants and it'll work just as well.
That's a negative, Soul Survivor. I mean, luck? Pipe sucker came up with that. It all falls on my shoulders. Wander the earth. I'm sorry, what did you say?
You can swap him out with somebody like an Angel or an Emma Frost or a Magic even, provided you have relevant artifacts for characters that need them. Sabretooth needs the Undead passive, as well as Madeline Pryor and Wolverine, along with Magic as well, having that same artifact. And I think a large part of what makes this team go is not only are you getting the debuff removal from Strife, as well as certain battlefield buffs being equipped to particular characters, you also get the 70% ignore dodge, and she actually got that third skill off. Dazzler did before she died, which is huge. If the battle ever goes back up that way, you can take advantage of the heal that it offers, as well as the 35 crit rate all defense frenzy buff whenever Dazzler does her third skill. But she also offers 70% ignore dodge, and I do think that's really huge for this game mode, and she offers that to all mutants. Now you can't take advantage of the 65% damage to boss types, as this is a PvP battle, but you can take advantage, and she got it off again there as well. So really huge. If I'm gonna put her out early though, I'm gonna have to get her in the middle of the battlefield, so that AoE actually affects more. So a little bit of strategy that comes into play there, but kind of huge. Now Dazzler is a paywall character, so kind of unfortunate, and it's kind of an expensive team to build, because you're talking Madeline Pryor. Well, that requires having 7,700 crystal Hope Summers, as well as Rachel Summers. So if you didn't get her through the dimension missions.
Domino.
What's your shtick?
I'm lucky.
That's not a superpower.
Yeah, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is.
It really isn't.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Told you.
You're gonna have to drop an additional 4,000 crystals for her just to unlock Madeline, as well as Sabretooth being paywall, as well as Dazzler being paywall. Echo is also a paywall character. Emma Frost is crystal wall. So it's a really expensive team, but also really effective considering all of the characters that are debuffed. You see, we haven't taken an L yet. So yeah, Colossus is also another character that you could put in place of Sabretooth and get some additional support value there. may actually keep Dazzler alive a lot longer, but you know, y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. So we'll go ahead and check out and see exactly what's going on with this team here and see why they are able to be so effective. So as I was saying earlier, you have the 70% pierce reduction in effect for everybody. You also have the 250% damage for supervillains and 250% damage for symbiote characters. But if I just go down here and I select supervillain, you see most of the characters that are good for PvP, Thanos, Hela, Incredible Hulk, Silver Surfer, Carnage, Kang, and the like are all debuffed, even Mama Jean, right? So who then do you use? Well, the next best villains on the list are going to be Madeline Pryor and Strife. Possibly somebody like my guy Sabretooth here, who isn't really that strong. You also have my guy right here, Mr. Sinister. I do believe he requires his artifact as well, and he's also a paywall character. So if you really want to make this mutants thing work, definitely going to be more of an expensive, if you're a long-term veteran of the game, you may have these characters available in your roster already, and they're just languishing there. So something for you guys to be able to take advantage of. And then with my girl Dazzler.
Oh, I don't know, some skinny big-headed bitch.
What's going on with her and what's making her so effective on this team up in particular is the 70% ignore dodge. Not the damage to boss types, but then you also have this third skill here that gives when she gets it off, the 15% HP bump every second, and it's a refreshing buff. And then she gives the 35% all defense, 35% all attack, and 35% crit rate to all allies for 2 seconds. And you see the animation on this thing, it just ticks, and every time you see that glow light up. So even if she gets this thing off and gets clapped immediately, that's going to be at least an additional 10 seconds where characters are able to take advantage of that heal that can stay alive. The fight probably isn't going to take longer than 30 seconds anyway. So you're talking about for maybe a third. Really kind of huge when you start thinking about it in that respect. You start coupling her with additional things like Strife and his passive, being able to remove all debuffs from characters and being a hard-hitting tier 3 in PvP in his own right. Yeah, there it is for the all allies debuff removal for 12 seconds on a 20-second cooldown. You take it into account for a tier 3, he hits really, really hard. Then you also take into account some of these battlefield buffs, like being able to reset or increase skill cooldown by 35%. That effectively resets their skill cooldown to a degree.
You talk about that one, Eddie?
And the Son has done been imparted with the knowledge of the Father.
You also have this guy here coming in with the decreased basic damage received and increased basic damage by 20 and 15% respectively. And it winds up working really, really good. And then what we wound up putting on my girl Dazzler over there was this buff here that for all allies gives a 5% heal. I think it goes all the way up to 25% for 1 second on a 25-second cooldown. So she's still gonna give that heal regardless. So y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. Like, comment, share, hit that thumbs up, hit that notification bell so you guys can stay up whenever we drop a new video, and we will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.